Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Charger 360, telling the stories of the University of New Haven. I'm J.W. Stewart, joined as always by Bruce Barber. Bruce, how you doing today?
Doing so well. I feel like, we're deep into season 3, and it's taken me about 3 seasons, but I feel like I'm hitting my stride now.
I think you are.
Yes.
You're keeping up.
I'm keeping up. Yes, indeed.
Well, our guest today is Baki Izzat, Employee Relations Manager from the Career Development Center. Baki, welcome to Charger 360, and I'm confident you can keep up with Bruce and I here on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I'm excited for this.
Much more quickly. I feel it. I know it.
Of course. Thank you for having me here.
This is actually kind of a throwback to one of our first episodes. One of the first episodes we ever did on Charger 360 back in Season 1. We're in Season 3 now, as Bruce mentioned, was Matt Caporal, who's the Executive Director of the CDC. And again, Baki works for the CDC. Baki, tell us about your background and your path to working at our Career Development Center at the University of New Haven.
All right. So, of course, I'm Baki. Hello again. I'm the Employer Relations Manager at the University of New Haven. I've been here for about 3 years. And I absolutely love the work that I do. So if there's one thing you have to know about me, it's that everything I do revolves around college and career development. So my journey started about 7 years ago during my undergrad at Western Connecticut State University. And I did pretty much everything imaginable that a college student could do. And that's because I was a first-generation student. So being a first-gen student, being a first-generation American, I went to college not knowing exactly what the resources were, what I needed to do, or who to access to get to where I wanted to be. And I thought, if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm sure so many other students also don't know. So I utilized every single opportunity I had. I built great mentorships and great mentors, met amazing people. And my 4 years there went by so fast, but I graduated the top of my class, was the commencement speaker at my graduation.
Wow.
Yeah, and was one out of 12 students in the state to receive a Distinguished Scholar Award. And beyond that, I have a lot of accolades, but I won't read my resume to you. But I was a career mentor there, and that's where I fell into, my passion for finding people what they want to do for the rest of their lives, right? What drives them to be in the field that they're in, and then connecting them with the resources and opportunities to get them where they need to be. So once I graduated, I launched my personal brand and was head first in college and career readiness. I, engaged over 1 million people over digital platforms, have over 35,000 people in followings. I know that's a lot of numbers, but they're real people behind the screens looking for college and career advice, and it's all free and accessible to them. I've been able to work with amazing brands and companies and organizations to find and locate these opportunities for students. And my mentor from Western connected me to my current opportunity here, and it's all about networking, and I talk about that all the time, but she introduced me to Matt, my boss, and we really hit it off, and I can't believe I've been here for almost 3 years now. It feels like time flies by so fast.
Wow. I mean, we are so lucky to have you, number one, and I think for so many of the reasons you've stated, but to me, a big one is the fact that you were a first-generation student. And what percentage of the University of New Haven has first-generation students?
Oh, we have quite a ton of them. I don't know the exact number, but a lot of the students I speak to, they are first-generation. It's their first time in their families attending college or pursuing a post, high school degree. So it's kind of amazing to see that kind of population here.
And what is the advice you give them? They're, new to college, so that's a big, and they don't get that guidance from their parents. Yeah. The parents didn't have that experience. So really, and I would imagine that's really a group of self-starters. They're amazing in that regard. Yeah. But what are the things you discuss with them that are different from the other students you're working with?
Of course, I think the main thing is be confident in asking questions. So, a lot of first generation students, they have questions that are very valid, and it's their first time entering a space like this. And so engaging with different people, taking all the opportunities that universities have to offer, and staying on campus. So even if you're a commuter, which a lot of our first-gen students are staying on campus to seize opportunities, because we host a lot of events in our office, and I'd love to see more of our first-gen students, but also our commuter and resident students as well.
I'm glad you brought up this line of questioning, because I've been fascinated by it, and I ask a lot of my students too who are first-generation students. As a first-generation student, there's a badge of honor that goes with that, but there's a lot of pressure too. I mean, you've lived it.
Oh,
what is it like to be a first-generation student? Is there pressure from your family when you're the first to go to college?
Well, my experience was really unique. That's a great question, because I come from a Pakistani American background. So in in Pakistan, it is very hard for women to pursue an education outside of high school. I luckily have a very supportive family, and I'm one of 5 kids. I know. I'm one of 5 kids, so I'm the 4th one. So the people, my siblings before me really had to fight their battles. But that's what made me appreciate the opportunity a lot more, knowing that I was really, really privileged to be able to be in a space where I can, further pursue knowledge and my passions. And that's where I am today. So I feel blessed every single day to be able to do what I love.
So let's talk about some of the things that the Career Development Center has accomplished in the past year, because we like to think that this is a good forum for students that are considering coming here to the University of New Haven. And obviously the parents, the question they always have is this investment going to end up with a career? So what are the things that the tangible things that you've accomplished just in the past year?
I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Your camera's over there.
Oh, camera's over here. Wrong play directions. There's a lot of things that we have done over the last year alone, and I think with the trajectory that President Jens is collaborating with our office a lot more. But in particular, I'm especially proud of our team for being able to adapt to the fast changing environment of the career world. Especially with a lot of political changes and everything like that, we've really had to amp up our speed, but also open up opportunities up for all of our students. So I think on the main front, one of our biggest accomplishments is partnering with top employers in Connecticut, but also nationally. And then another one is, personally, I'm very proud of our partnership with, the United States Secret Service, and being able to do on-site testing, which is very unique. They don't do that anywhere else. We consolidate a 8-month to year-long process into a few weeks, and they get a conditional job offer here by the time they leave the door. So camera's over here. Take advantage of that, because they will be here. Our partners will be here next week for info sessions, and it's open to all undergrads. The info sessions are open to all undergrads. But I think another thing is implementing technology. So something I love to say about the University of New Haven and our office specifically is how visual and aware we are of contemporary and current trends. So we hopped onto AI, we hopped onto technology, we're hopping on social media. I'm part of the co-supervisor of that team, but we are heading straight first into the career realm and finding ways to engage with our students at a level that I don't think other universities are.
Wow.
You mentioned the Secret Service. Who are some of the other companies and organizations who come to the University of New Haven for our various career fairs?
Absolutely. We have recurring partners, and we have folks, hiring for seasonal, temporary, or just, shortened internships, co-op programs, and things like that. But at the top of my head, I can tell you my partner is RBC Bearings, which is a huge manufacturing company, and they hire our mechanical engineering students. We have Deloitte here next week, I believe. We've had Ion Bank here, MKTG, just at the top of my head.
Sikorsky's a big one?
Oh, Sikorsky is huge. I mean, we work with the National Security Agency, FBI. There's the list goes on, and I think that's really special about us too, is that we work with all industries in multiple different ways.
Wow, we need to absolutely bottle this energy and sell it on the open market. This is great. And I'm seeing here,
love hearing that.
J-Dub is the king of preparation. And so thank you for doing
You're
it's
welcome.
basically all the work.
You're welcome.
But so this question just occurred to me.
Yeah,
here,
go
just
ahead.
Off the top of my head, did you get your MBA here at the University of New Haven?
I did. Okay, so this is one of my things, right? I started 3 years ago, but I knew I had to focus on my work. I love the work that I'm doing, and I knew I had to focus on it. So 2 years here, I instantly realized, like, okay, I'm in the swing of things. Things are going very well. Let's take it a step further. And so I did get my MBA here in business analytics, and I finished that within a year. And I think that actually is one of the questions: is what was unique about that?
You did.
And
That's hard. To do that in 1 year is hard.
oh yeah. Absolutely. I cannot
Not for
I
Baki.
I cannot stress, it comes back to being a first generation American and, a daughter of immigrants, and it's the tale as old as time, right? Being able to manage my full-time family life and then academics on top of that and everything else that I'm doing. But I think what's really unique about the program here is I was able to do my MBA online, and that helped me tremendously because I commute an hour. So it really helped me pace myself in a way that was, to my means and what was easiest for me. And the faculty here are just amazing. So when I had a question or if I needed any other help, they were always willing to provide it and meet with me. So I think that was really special and unique.
I've got to do a little pitch for a great program we have in the communication department, because WNHU, our campus radio station, of which I'm the general manager, is in the communication department. One of the great things that we offer our students is the ability to do a 4+1.
Oh,
so you can, in 5 years, if you plan it out well enough in advance, you can graduate with both your BA and an MBA.
Yeah, that
which
is
awesome.
It's incredible, and we have a lot of students who come to our office with that on their resume, and I think it shows their dedication, and it's really unique because we're not a lot of universities do this, so it definitely helps us stand out as a competitor to everybody else out there.
In our Pompey College of Business, where I teach sport management, we have dual degree students or 3+1 students. So you're getting your undergraduate degree in business, sport management, marketing, accounting, finance, whatever it might, business analytics.
Amazing.
And then you can get your MBA. So you're doing 5 years of work in 4 years, really accelerated, just for the best of the best. And it makes sense because you save a lot of money and save a lot of time. And obviously that accelerated degree, that MBA, is so valuable in the workforce. Is that something that employers tell you that they're looking for?
Well, I think that's a great question because, those students that are doing that are typically our top students,
They are.
right? They know that they can get this done, and they know that they have to utilize their experience in the university. So they'll pair that with other extracurriculars, with other, opportunities that will enhance their real life soft skill sets that are especially what employers are looking for.
That's fantastic. Well, we don't have much more time, but through my exhaustive research, I discovered you were Miss Danbury, Connecticut for 22.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Wow, thank you.
Number one, I know it's a little late. Tell us about that. That's incredible. Is there anything that you do not do?
Oh my god. I'm learning how to cook. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think so. I never in a bajillion years could have imagined I would run into pageantry, right? I was very academic focused, very just professional development focused, very networking focused. But the funny thing is everything that I just mentioned has to do with what my title was about. And so everybody from the community, they knew me because of all the work that I was doing. And so I had multiple people tell me I need to compete. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna win. And then when I saw the women I was competing with, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna win. They're amazing. And I'm still friends with them to this day because I love building relationships, which is my title. But I competed for the first time ever and I won. So it was an amazing process.
Yeah.
Thank you. And my passion project for the year, it was actually 2 years I was Miss Danbury, so a year and a half. And But my passion project was college and career readiness. So I was working with local organizations, middle schools, high schools, and colleges to provide opportunities and resources for the local students in the area. And it was a very meaningful experience, and I got to meet a lot of great people along the way.
Not that you need it, but where's the crown? Did you have to give it back?
No, I didn't. I still have it. I still have it.
Good point.
And it is very shiny.
I'm devastated that you didn't bring it.
Should have brought it
I
today.
will be weeping into my water mug.
Oh, it is a beautiful crown. It is a beautiful
Yes.
crown. And they gave me a ring too. I should have brought that, but
Wow.
maybe next time.
Baki Izzat, Employer Relations Manager from our Career Development Center. And Baki, thanks for being here on Charger 360. It's great to have you as a guest. Bruce, not only did she keep up with us, I think she's lapped us. I think we have a long way to go
Whoa,
to catch up to
what
Baki.
just happened here?
Thank you guys
Man.
so much.
Unbelievable.
For Baki and for Bruce, I'm J Dub. Thanks for watching Charger 360, telling the stories of the University of New Haven. If you'd like to be on the show, reach out to either Bruce or I. You can email him at bbarber@newhaven.edu, or you can email me at jstewart@newhaven.edu. Thanks for watching Charger 360. We'll see you next time, everybody.